I thought we were doing okay, I whispered to myself that morning, staring at the empty seat across the kitchen table. Emily said she'd be home early last night. She didn't. I grabbed my keys. Maybe she's just stressed, I told the silence, trying to believe it. At work, Mason leaned over my desk. Man, you look tired. Everything good? I don't know, I said. Emily's been distant. Talk to her, he said. Don't let it sit. I'll try, I replied, even though I felt a strange weight in my chest. At noon, I checked my phone. No message from her. No call. Nothing. Maybe I should surprise her, I muttered. Take her lunch. Make her smile. The idea felt warm enough to push me out the door. When I reached her building lobby, the receptionist smiled. Here to see Emily. Yeah, I said. Thought I'd bring her something. Go right up. She's probably in her office. The elevator doors closed around me. This will fix things, I told myself. It has to. But when the elevator opened on her floor, I heard something that froze me. Her laughter. Not the soft kind she used with me at home. This one was bright, excited, almost nervous. Then a deeper voice answered. Smooth and confident, Daniel Cole. My heartbeat grew sharp. Why is she laughing like that? I whispered. I walked down the hallway quietly. The closer I got, the clearer their voices became. Daniel, stop. Emily giggled. Someone might hear. Let them, he said. You're worth the risk. My stomach flipped. I stepped to her open doorway and saw them, her arms around his neck, his hands gripping her waist like she belonged to him. Emily's eyes widened. What are you doing here? I came to bring you lunch, I said. Guess you already had. Company. Daniel didn't even look ashamed. You should have texted her first. Daniel? Emily snapped softly. Don't. I stared at her. How long? She looked away. It doesn't matter. It does to me, I said. It's my marriage. Daniel stepped forward. Your marriage ended the moment she realized she deserved more. My throat tightened. Emily, do you agree? She folded her arms, trying to look stronger than she felt. You never listen. You never understand what I need. I asked you every day if you were okay, I said. You always told me you were fine. I wasn't, she answered. And Daniel? He saw that. It's your boss, I said. He saw an opportunity. Daniel smirked. Believe what helps you sleep. Emily, I whispered. Just tell me the truth. Is this really what you want? She looked at Daniel before answering. That was all I needed to see. I'm choosing him, she finally said. My chest burned. Just like that? You don't fight for anything, she said. You bury yourself in work and expect me to wait. I worked for us, I said. For our life, and he already has the life I want, she said quietly. Daniel placed his hand on her back. We should wrap this up. I have a meeting. I stared at her trembling fingers. Were you ever going to tell me? I don't know, she whispered. I took a step back. Then I guess I never knew you at all. Emily's eyes glistened. Don't make this harder. I'm not making anything, I said. You already broke it. Daniel crossed his arms. Are we done? I looked at him. You don't even care what you're destroying. I care about Emily, he replied. That's enough. You care about winning, I said. She's just another prize. Stop talking like that. I'm talking like a husband, I said. At least, I was, she whispered. Please go. I swallowed the ache. Fine. As I turned, Daniel said, Consider this a wake-up call. I stopped in the doorway. No, this is the moment I stop being blind. Emily's breath caught. Please don't make a scene. Oh, I'm not, I said. I'm leaving quietly, just like you left us. Oh, she shook her head. I didn't leave. I changed. You traded, I said. Let's call it what it is. Daniel stepped behind her. We're done here. I looked at her one last time. 6 years, Emily. 6 years I believed in us.
Oh.
She shut her eyes. I'm sorry you feel that way. It's not an apology, I said. That's just distance. She didn't answer. I walked out, each step heavier than the last. The hallway felt colder. The elevator felt smaller. The world felt wrong when the doors closed. I whispered, "What did I do to deserve this?" No answer came. By the time I reached the lobby, the truth had settled like stone. "I lost her," I said quietly, "and she didn't even fight." Outside, the wind cut across my face, sharp and unforgiving. Mason called just then. "You coming back?" "No," I said. Everything just fell apart. What happened? I looked up at the building where I'd lost everything. "I woke up," I said. "That's what happened." And for the first time, I felt the crack inside me widen into something I couldn't ignore. CHP to I. Barely slept the night after seeing Emily with Daniel. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard her say, "I'm choosing him." By morning, my hands were shaking so badly, I dropped my coffee mug. When the door finally opened that afternoon, she walked in without looking at me. "We need to talk," she said flatly. "I figured," I whispered. "You didn't come home." She crossed her arms. "I was with Daniel." "I'm not hiding it." My chest tightened. "Why come back at all?" "To end this cleanly," she said. "I want a divorce." "A divorce?" I repeated. "Just like that?" "It's not sudden," she said. "I've felt this for a long time." "Then why didn't you tell me?" "Because you wouldn't have listened," she said. "Daniel listens." I laughed bitterly. "He listens because he wants you." "He gives me what you can't," she replied. "Stability, confidence, a future. I thought that's what we were building. You thought wrong?" I leaned against the counter. "Did I ever matter?" "You did," she said softly, "but not enough." "Not enough for what?" "For the life I want," she said. "And Daniel can give me that." "So you want a richer man?" I said. "That's it?" "I want someone who knows where he's going," she snapped. "You stay in the same place." I swallowed the pain. "And you think the answer is him?" "I know it is." We stood there in silence before she said, "I already found a lawyer." "Of course you did," I muttered. "Why bother pretending to care?" She glanced away. "Let's end this without drama." "You cheated," I said. "The drama already happened." She exhaled, annoyed. "Can we just move forward?" "No," I said. "But you clearly already have." The next week was a blurt: papers, signatures, meetings I didn't want. When I first met my lawyer, Laura Hayes, she studied me like she could see every crack. "You look exhausted," she said. "Tell me everything." I walked in on my wife with her boss, I said. "She wants a divorce. She wants almost everything." Laura raised an eyebrow. "She's confident. She thinks Daniel will cover everything." Laura tapped her pen. "That's leverage for us. His involvement complicates things." "I don't care about money," I said. "I just didn't think she'd leave this easily." Laura leaned forward. "Then let's make sure she doesn't walk away with your dignity too." When Emily arrived at the first mediation, she didn't meet my eyes. Daniel's legal team came in behind hers, mug, polished. "Acting like I was a minor inconvenience," one of them said. "We expect a quick resolution," Laura replied. "My client won't be rushed." Daniel's lawyer smirked. "He doesn't have much to negotiate with." Laura smiled back. "You might be surprised." Emily finally looked at me. "We don't have to fight. You already chose your side," I said. Her face tightened. "Can we be adults about this?" "I was an adult when you cheated," I said. Daniel's lawyer cleared his throat. "Let's stay professional." Laura leaned back. "By all means." The negotiation dragged for days. Emily kept pushing for more assets, more control, more of the life we built together. Each time she spoke, her voice sounded colder, more distant, like she had rehearsed every line. Finally, Laura pulled me aside. "Daniel's worried about publicity," she whispered. "His team wants to close this quietly, so they're willing to make a major settlement as long as we sign strict confidentiality terms." "I don't care about confidentiality," I said. "What's the offer?" Laura paused. $100 million. My jaw dropped. $100 million? His misconduct with a married employee opens liability, she said. They'll pay to bury it. When the judge called us in for the final hearing, my heart hammered. Judge Whitmore looked calm, steady, impossible to read. He asked, "Are both parties prepared to proceed?" Emily nodded. I forced out, yes. As the judge reviewed the documents, Emily watched me impatient. When he reached the settlement line, her eyes widened. Your Honor, she said quickly, that number must be a mistake. Judge Whitmore shook his head. It's accurate. This is the agreement reached by both legal teams. Emily turned to Daniel's lawyers. You said it wouldn't be that much. One of them whispered. It's necessary. She snapped. Necessary for what? To avoid a bigger problem, he muttered. Emily's gaze shot to me sharp. Furious, like I had personally offended her by being compensated for my own destroyed life. This is ridiculous, she said. He doesn't deserve that. I felt something inside me break again, but this time, it wasn't pain. It was clarity. Judge Whitmore looked at her. Ma'am, this is the legal decision. If you disagree, you may appeal. Daniel's lawyer whispered harshly, Don't. It'll get worse. Emily's fists clenched. Fine. When the judge stamped the final papers, I felt the room tilt. The marriage was gone. The woman I loved was gone. And somehow, the world still moved. Outside the courtroom, Emily stormed toward me. Are you happy now? No, I said. Nothing about this is happy. You ruined everything, she hissed. I didn't cheat, I replied. I didn't trade us for him. She shook her head and walked away, furious at consequences she created. Laura stepped beside me. You okay? I don't know, I said. I feel empty. CHP3I stared at the settlement check for almost an hour before whispering. Why does this feel like a punishment instead of a win? My phone buzzed. Laura, have you eaten? She asked as soon as I answered. No, thought so. Meet me at my office. I want you to talk to someone. I don't need a therapist. It's not a therapist, she said. Just come. When I arrived, Laura nodded toward a woman sitting across from her, a sharp-eyed brunette with a laptop and the kind of confidence that filled the room. This is Chloe Bennett, Laura said. She's a strategist I trust. Chloe looked at me over her glasses. You look like someone who lost a battle he never signed up for. Nice to meet you too, I muttered. She ignored my tone. What do you want to do with the money? I don't know, I said. I didn't earn it. Wrong, she said. You earned every penny the day your wife lied to your face. I flinched. I don't want to talk about her. Yes, you do, she said. Otherwise your voice wouldn't shake. I clenched my jaw. What's your point? My point, she said, leaning forward, is that you didn't lose a wife. You lost a cage. The words punched through me. A cage. Exactly. She kept you small, Chloe said. Now you get to decide who you are without her. No. I looked at Laura. Did you tell her what to say? No, Laura replied. She doesn't take scripts. Chloe opened her laptop. Let's talk investments. I'm not sure I'm ready. You're ready, she said. You just don't believe it yet. She started listing ideas, terms, opportunities, her voice sharp, fast, confident. I tried to keep up, but my mind drifted to Emily, to the sound of her laugh with Daniel. Chloe snapped her fingers. Stay with me. Sorry, I whispered. I keep seeing everything good, she said. Use it. Pain is fuel if you aim it correctly, sighed. I don't want revenge. Yes, you do, she said. You just don't want to admit it. I didn't answer. Laura stood. I'll let you two work. After she left, Chloe closed her laptop gently. Tell me something. What do you want right now this minute? I want to stop feeling weak, then start building something, she said. Nothing gives strength faster. Her confidence was infectious, and for the first time since the divorce, I felt something other than grief. Okay, I said. Where do I start? We create a plan, she said. You have capital. Now let's build identity. Later that evening, Mason called. Dude, I heard about the settlement. Are you alive? Barely, I said. I met someone today who wants to help me use the money. Good, he said. Because I actually want to pitch you something too. What is it? My startup, he said. You remember Ethan? The chaotic guy who spilled coffee on his laptop twice? That's the one. Mason laughed. But he's brilliant. We've been building a prototype. We just need funding, and you want me to invest? No pressure, he said. I just think you'd be great with us. What makes you think I can help run a company? Because you're not the same guy anymore, he said. I could hear it the moment you picked up. I exhaled. Maybe I'm just tired. No, he said. You're waking up. I found myself smiling. Fine. Set a meeting. The next day, I walked into a small co-working space where Mason and Ethan were arguing over a whiteboard. Ethan spun around. Hey, the man of the hour. I'm not, you are, he said. Come here. I want to show you something. He shoved a tablet into my hands. This is our app. Real-time data sync, predictive behavior mapping, user-friendly interface. Our prototype works better than we expected. I frowned. This is actually impressive, told you, Mason said. Ethan grinned. We just need funding to finish development. How much? I asked. Enough to scare you, Ethan said. Mason nudged him. Be serious, Ethan sighed. 5 million. I blinked. 5. High risk, high reward, he said. But we believe in it. Mason stepped closer. And we believe in you. No one believed in me for a long time, I murmured. Well, we do, Ethan said. I looked between them. Their hope felt contagious. Show me everything, I said. We spent hours reviewing plans, projections, possible disasters, and insane ideas that somehow made sense. By the time we finished, I felt something I hadn't felt in months. Purpose. Mason asked softly, what are you thinking? I'm thinking, I said, that maybe this is my chance to become someone I'm not ashamed of. Ethan pumped his fist. Is that a yes? Yes, I said. Let's build it. That night, Chloe called. Did you invest? She asked. I did. Good, she said. How do you feel? Terrified, I said, but also alive. That's how you know you're moving, she replied. This is the first step. First step toward what? Toward power, she said. And toward the man you're supposed to be. I stared out the window at the city. I never thought I'd start over like this. No one does, she said. But you're not broken. You're evolving. For a long moment I didn't speak. Then I whispered, maybe I am. Good, she said. Now keep going. And for the first time, I believed I could see. HP for your numbers are insane, Mason said as he rushed into the office. We gained 8,000 users overnight. That can't be right, I said. Check again. Ethan spun his chair. I checked 5 times. We're exploding. Chloe stepped in behind them. This is what happens when you stop living in survival mode. I'm not sure I'm ready for this growth, I said. You are, she replied. You just don't trust your own momentum yet. I tried to smile, but a part of me still felt like the same man Emily walked away from. Mason sat beside me. You need to hear this too. Investors are calling. Investors? I asked. One of them wants a meeting today, he said. Oliver Grant. He's huge. Why us? Because you built something real, Ethan said. Stop acting shocked. Before I could respond, my phone buzzed. Emily's name flashed on the screen. Mason saw it. You gonna answer? No, I said, setting it face down. Chloe crossed her arms. Good, she doesn't get access to this version of you. She keeps calling, I muttered. Why now? Because karma whispers before it screams, Chloe said. A few hours later, I met Oliver Grant in our small conference room. He had sharp eyes and a calm voice. I've watched your company, he said. Your growth is unusual. Unusual good or unusual bad? I asked. Good, he replied. Very good. Mason nudged me slightly, encouraging me to speak. What made you reach out? I asked. Oliver leaned forward. Because I like founders who rise after being broken. They're dangerous in the best way. You know about my divorce? Everyone knows, he said. But they also see what you're doing now. I exhaled. So what do you want? A partnership, he said. And a chance to help you scale globally. Ethan nearly choked on his water. Globally, Oliver smiled. If you want it, I looked at Mason, then Ethan, then back at Oliver. I want it, good Oliver said, standing. We'll talk again soon. When he left, Mason punched my arm. You did it. No, I said. We did it. Ethan grinned. And this is just the beginning. As they celebrated, my phone buzzed again. Emily again. Chloe placed her hand over mine. Don't break your silence. Silence is control. She sounds desperate, I said. That's not your problem anymore. I nodded. But the knot in my chest tightened. Later that evening, as I grabbed coffee near the office, someone called my name. Are you him? The woman asked. I guess that depends on who him is. She stepped closer. I'm Grace Nolan, journalist. I stiffened. I'm not doing interviews. You might want to, she said. It's about Daniel. My pulse flickered. What about him? There's a scandal brewing, she whispered. Mismanagement, investor fraud, secret payouts. I think he used company funds to cover something. Personal. My stomach tightened. You think it's connected to me? Everyone thinks it is, she said. I want the truth. Not talking, I said. Not now. Grace studied. CHP5 Mason stormed into my office with his laptop open. You need to see this right now. What happened? I asked. Daniel's company just lost 30% of its value in 1 hour. I blinked. That fast? Ethan ran in behind him. Grace dropped the article. The big one. My heart thumped. What did she release? Mason read aloud. Fraud, mismanagement, secret payouts. Misuse of company funds? She connected the payout from the divorce too. I exhaled slowly. So everyone knows. Everyone, Ethan said. And they're angry. Chloe entered then, phone buzzing nonstop. Investors are pulling out of his company like rats fleeing fire. I didn't expect it to hit this hard, I said. She looked me in the eyes. This hit hard because the truth was bigger than anyone realized. I walked to the window, watching the city lights flicker. What about Emily? Chloe hesitated before answering. She's listed as part of his management circle. She's tied to him professionally. So she falls with him, I whispered. Chloe's tone softened. Don't let sympathy cloud your judgment. I'm not sympathetic, I said. I'm just done. My phone buzzed again, a known number. Are you answering that? Mason asked. No, I said. Not today. 2 days later, Marcus Leauer, new CTO, walked into my office with a grin. We're ready, he said. Ready for what? I asked. The launch. The real one. We can push the product live in the next hour. Ethan nearly fell off his chair. We're doing it today. Marcus nodded. The servers are stable. The beta tests are insane. We need to move now before someone else catches up. I looked at Mason. What do you think? I think this is the moment, he said. The moment everything changes. Chloe leaned against my desk. You built the foundation. Time to build the empire. I took a deep breath. All right, do it. Marcus tapped a button on his tablet and said, We're live. Ethan shouted, Yes. Finally. Mason hugged me. Dude, you're officially a real CEO now. I laughed for the first time in days. Feels unreal. Chloe crossed her arms. How do you feel? Strangely calm, I said. Like something inside me finally aligned. That's what power feels like. An hour later, Grace called me. Did you see the fallout? She asked. I did. Daniel's board just forced him to step down. I sighed. It was inevitable. And Emily. She asked carefully. I don't want updates about her anymore, I said. Grace paused. You really don't, do you? No, I said. I'm done living in the wreckage. Well, she said. You deserve this rise. When she hung up, I almost felt weightless. Around noon, Paige Daniels' former assistant showed up at our office lobby asking to speak with me. Mason led her to my office. She sat down nervously. I know you don't owe me anything, but I need to say this. What is it? I asked. I used to admire Daniel, she said. Then I realized he built his entire world on using people, especially her. Emily? I asked. Yes, she whispered. He promised her promotions he never intended to deliver. He told her he'd replace her if she ever stopped agreeing with him, and my jaw tightened. He used her insecurity. He used everyone's, she said, but hers most of all. I rubbed my forehead. Why tell me this? Because she kept defending him, Paige said, until the moment it all collapsed. She stood. You didn't deserve what happened to you. Neither did she. But you're the only one who got out. I nodded slowly. Thank you for telling me. After she left, Chloe stepped inside. You okay? Yeah, I said, just thinking about her. She asked. No, I said, about how far I've come. By evening, our app had over 100,000 users. Mason ran to my office. We're trending everywhere. Marcus says the servers might melt. They won't, Marcus shouted from the hallway. Probably, Ethan laughed uncontrollably. We're rich. I shook my head. We're responsible. That's what we are. Chloe looked at me proudly. Listen to you. Sounding like someone who knows his worth. Maybe I'm starting to understand it, I said, before anyone could respond. The receptionist called. Someone named Daniel Cole is here for you, she said. Mason choked. No way. Chloe's expression hardened. You don't owe him anything. I know, I said, but I want to hear what he has to say. When Daniel walked in, he looked nothing like the arrogant CEO I once saw in Emily's office. His hair was messy, suit wrinkled, confidence shattered. He sat without being invited. You enjoying this? I'm enjoying peace, I said. He scoffed. You think you won? You think you're better than me? No, I said. I think I'm finally myself. He leaned forward. I need help. I need you to make a statement say the settlement wasn't connected to company misconduct. No, I said. He looked shocked. Just like that? You took my life once, I said. I won't let you take my peace now. Clenched his fists. I'm offering you a chance to end this with dignity. I ended this the day Emily chose you, I replied. Everything after that was just consequences. Daniel stood, shaking with anger. You think this is over? For me? It already is. He stared at me for a long moment before turning away. You'll regret this. No, I said softly, but you already do. When he left, the room felt brighter. Chloe walked in moments later. Well, it's done, I said. Truly done. Mason grinned. Then what now? I looked at the screens showing our skyrocketing numbers. Now I rise. Ethan threw his hands up. That's what I'm talking about. Chloe smiled at me. How does it feel? I took a slow breath. Like I finally won. And for the first time, the victory actually felt like mine. CHP 6, I stood by the window in my office, watching the city move beneath me. For the first time in my life, I felt steady. Not powerful steady. My phone buzzed and Chloe's voice came through. You're quiet today, she said. I'm thinking about the fall of your enemies. She teased. No, I said. About the man who let them break him? She paused. You're not that man anymore. I know, I said, but I need to see something through. You mean Emily? She said. Yes. Chloe sighed. Do you want advice or honesty? Both. Then here it is, she said. Meet her. Not for her, for you. Closure is the final step. I nodded to myself. Set it up. Already texted her, she said. She'll meet you at the cafe near your old apartment. Of course she will, I whispered. The past always circles back. Don't let it trap you, Chloe said gently. Walk in as the man you became, not the man she broke. Well, the cafe looked smaller than I remembered. Emily sat at a corner table, staring at her hands. When she saw me, she stood quickly. You came, she said, voice trembling. I said I would. She sat again, nervously brushing her hair behind her ear. I didn't think you'd want to see me. I didn't, I said. For a long time, her eyes glistened. But you came anyway. I came because I needed to finish something inside myself. She swallowed hard. I know what this is about. And you're right. I owe you more apologies than you'll ever want. I don't want apologies, I said. I want honesty. Her voice cracked. Then I'll be honest. I ruined everything. You made choices, I said. They led somewhere. She nodded quickly. I know. And I regret every one of them. I leaned back. Why? Because Daniel used me, she whispered. He promised things he never meant. He made me believe I mattered to him more than I ever did. I stared at her, shaking hands. And now? Now I'm nothing to him, she said. He left the country. He didn't even say goodbye. I didn't respond. She looked up at me. I lost my job, my reputation, my future. I lost everything. I said nothing. She leaned forward desperately. Say something. What do you want me to say? I asked. That you understand, she whispered. That you don't hate me? I don't hate you, I said. I haven't hated you for a long time. Tears spilled down her cheeks. Then why does it hurt when you look at me like I'm a stranger? Because I am done seeing you as anything else. She covered her mouth as she cried. I wish I could undo it. I wish I could go back to the day you brought me flowers at work and just hold you instead